What a shot.
Shot scores!
That is your winner.
Scores! A highlight reel goal as the Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
Welcome to the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The Dallas Stars trying to go 4-0 as they face the Vancouver Canucks, looking to get their second win of the regular season to start off this new 2025-26 campaign. I'm Max. Glad you're with us here, and I'm joined alongside Vian. And the Dallas Stars looking very good in these first 3 games that they've had. They have scored 14 goals in 3 games. That is a Dallas record, and they have gotten some offense. They have struggled to close out some games, but have been able to hold on as Jake Ottinger has played magnificent. But Casey Smith is in net for the Dallas Stars, their backup goaltender in, and Thatcher Demko is in for Vancouver. He has a good record against the Dallas Stars, so for Dallas, they got to look out for that. But because the last time these two teams met, Dallas had a 5-2 lead with a minute left to go last season, and somehow lost the game 6-5 in overtime. And quite embarrassing for Dallas, if I do say so myself as a Dallas fan. That was a very embarrassing game. But it is a new season, so they can obviously change it here. See if they can get that 4-0 start, the Stars. It'd be the second year in a row that they have gone 4-0 straight. If they do get the win here tonight, we will see if they do. As Vian, your thoughts on the game, or thoughts before we get started to the game?
Yeah.
So we'll
I'm
see.
excited.
You're
Very excited.
Very excited. We'll see how this game turns out here at American Airlines Center in Dallas. Let's switch it over to the scoreboard while we're at it. These are the scores down below on the games that are going on right now. Second period in the Montreal, the Bell Center, 0-0 against Nashville. 2-1 Ottawa versus Kraken. 1-0 Panthers over the Devils. Starting the second period. 1-0 Islanders over the Edmonton Oilers in the first period. 1-0 Jets over the Flyers. First intermission over there. Avalanche Blue Jackets about to start their second period. They are scoreless. And then our game here, obviously, Canucks Stars. And then the Bruins Golden Knights later on tonight in the NHL schedule. And then the Hurricanes and the Anaheim Ducks. And that'll be at the Honda Center. And then Penguins and Los Angeles Kings at the Crypto.com Arena. Let's switch it over to the scoreboard. So we're about to get underway here at American Airlines Center in Dallas. And join alongside Vian if you're just joining us here, Thursday Night Hockey. And we'll see how this matchup goes, Vian. See if we get a good game here.
I agree.
We'll see if we can get a lot of goals. Because the last game we commentated, it was yesterday. Well, I commentated, actually. We had 11 goals. It was an 8-3 final score between the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues. So I don't know if we're going to see 8-3 here. Dallas has scored 5 in each of their 3 games, though. So we'll see.
There's hope.
We'll see if we see a high-scoring affair here, or do we see kind of a tighter and low-scoring game. We'll see here at the American Airlines Center. It seems like we're about to be underway. These ad breaks take forever. They're doing the intros right now at the arena, so they never show them, so we can't show them, and the anthems and all that stuff. That's a good experience to go to a hockey game, just to see the anthems being sung and all that. It's such a nice atmosphere. The hockey game has one of the best atmospheres in any professional sports. It is just a great atmosphere, any arena. As we are here at American Airlines Center, well, not physically there, but we'll act like we are. As the Dallas Stars and the Vancouver Canucks face off, the Stars trying to fend off those bad vibes from that last game from last season. Thatcher Demko in net, 1-1-0 in his record, .944 save percentage, 1.54 goals against average. Casey DeSmith last year, his first start this year, 14-8-2 last year, a .915 save percentage and a 2.59 goals against average. So it's a pretty solid backup, wouldn't you say, for the Dallas Stars?
Absolutely.
Casey DeSmith in net. Rope, Hintz, Steele, and Mikko Rantanen out there. The top line for the Dallas Stars. Facing off against the Canucks. Top line as we're underway here at American Airlines Center. Dumped back in by... It's an offside, so the Stars have to touch up as we're underway if you're just tuning in with us. Heiskanen, Lindell, Steele, Hintz, Rantanen out there as Hintz moves the puck into the zone. Has it in the corner. Pressured by Hronek. Steele trying to get it free. Hintz still stuck along the board. Steele trying to center it out in front for Rantanen. Doesn't go. Lindell gets it to the point. He tries to pass it across for Rope Hintz and instead goes for Rantanen behind the net. Steele now Rantanen has it. Rantanen looking. He'll go back to the point for Lindell once again. A shot through traffic wide of the net. Garland looking to clear it. Could not. Rantanen looking. Trying to center it for Hintz. It bounced over his stick. Hintz gets it behind the net. Stars pressure early on here in the period. Heiskanen now to Hintz along the boards. Hintz backhand passes around for Steele. The top line working here for the Dallas Stars. Rantanen trying to get it. Steele trying to poke it free. Lindell holds it in at the line. A minute has passed here and it's been in the Vancouver zone. Now finally the Canucks have possession. Quinn Hughes now with the puck. That's a good opening shift for the Dallas Stars. Garland dumps it back in. Myers trying to get it. Heiskanen trying to get there first, but Myers gets there first as well. DeBrusk. Wyatt Johnston, and now Heiskanen picks up the puck. And it's Lindell now for the Dallas Stars, one of the defensemen out there. The top defensive pairing for the Dallas Stars, and Miro Heiskanen and Esa Lindell. This second line has shifted a little bit here. It's Robertson, Johnston, and Sagan. DeBrusk, and the shot went wide of the net and bounced out of the zone. As there was an injury to one of the Stars players, Matt Duchesne, he is out due to a hit from the last game against the Minnesota Wild. So Adam Ernie makes his debut with the Dallas Stars. His last game he played in the NHL was with the Oilers in the 2023-24 season. Here's Blackwell moving it ahead. Blackwell looking to center one, and he's angled off the puck there. Colin Blackwell picks up the puck again. Colin Blackwell's shot wide of the net. Here's Bork waiting. Foxa stopped by Demko. What a save by Demko. That's the first shot of the game.
What a save.
Lundqvist playing it back for Thomas Harley. Both the fives out there. And Blackwell will move it ahead. Here is Ritzkovian, one of the rookies for the Dallas Stars, playing in his first campaign ever with the Dallas Stars, as he was playing with Texas Stars last year. Blackwell looking to center one for Bastian, pardon me. One of the new additions out there for the Dallas Stars on this fourth line. That's Ritzkovian. Ernie. Ritzkovian, centered shot! Oh my goodness, Ernie had an opportunity to get his first. Ritzkovian denied as well. It's still loose, a save! Rebound in front, trying to jam it in and it's stopped. Demko keeps the fort alive for the Vancouver Canucks, and Bastian ties it up with Mancini in the corner as the Stars are up 3-0 in the shots on goal. What'd you see on this?
Huh?
What did you see on this?
Oh, they made it in?
No, it did not go in. It was a good save. And then this chance right here in the slot. Man, those are some good chances for Dallas. Great pass there by Bastian.
Totally.
I believe that was Ernie with the opportunity in the slot. Denied by Demko. Demko's made 3 saves. DeSmith has made none because there has been no shots on goal for the Vancouver Canucks in this young game as we're 3 minutes in. Hintz kind of got high stick there, no penalty. Here's Jake DeBrusk moving it in, dropping it off. Heedle shot, save made by DeSmith. The first save of the night for Casey DeSmith in the game.
Good save, good save.
And the shots are now 4-1 in favor of the Stars. Look at those nachos in the background. Got cheese on them.
Delicious.
14-8-2. DeSmith last season, second most wins in his career, I think, in a season. He was a backup goalie for the Stars. The Stars team that went to another Western Conference final. They're looking to do it again and trying to win the whole thing. Trying to win the Stanley Cup this year. A lot of teams are in for the running, but the Stars are one of the top dogs trying to get Lord Stanley's Cup. You think they can do it?
Absolutely.
From the line as the Vancouver Canucks send it in low. Along the wall, it is fought for loose. Baines goes back to the point, the fourth line out here for the Canucks. Here's a shot through traffic. It was blocked and ricocheting towards the corner, and Hughes could not hold it in as it's made out to center ice. Hronek has the puck now for the Canucks. They only have one shot on goal almost 4 minutes into this hockey game. Dumped back in as they say that was onside. Petrovic trying to get it along the board. Centering pass is broken away. Here's Wyatt Johnston the other way for the Stars. 3-on-3 crossing the line. Wyatt Johnston looking. Will drop it off for Bischel's shot that deflected wide of the net. Here's another shot by Petrovic that was blocked towards the net front. Sagan trying to poke it free, and Hughes will instead pick it up for the Canucks and will move it up the other way as they'll go for a line change. Bischel now has it in the corner. Now Petrovic has it. Haven't had a whistle here in a while. And here's Tyler Seguin moving it ahead for Robertson, who shoots it back in. Wyatt Johnston along the boards trying to fish it free. And it comes free for the Canucks as they clear it out to center. All the way down potentially for an icing, and it is an icing. Vian, thoughts on the game so far?
Very impressive. I can't even tell what's happening. They move so fast.
You could say it's a very fast game so far.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Indeed. Wyatt Johnston with 3 goals in the young season. Harley passing it across. Bork in front. They score!
Yeah!
Deflected in front of the net, and the Stars have the lead. The face-off win by the Stars. Lindell, or I believe it was Bork, who threw it towards the net front. Radek Faksa with a deflection in front. His second goal in 2 games. Or Pedersen actually deflected into his own net. So it's going to be Bork's first goal of the season. And the Stars are up 1-0.
Seems the game's going even faster now.
And now the Stars with the lead here. They have not trailed here at home in the young season. They won the home opener 5-2, and now they score the first one here. Here's Blackwell looking to center one. Blackwell gets it again. Starts looking for another one quickly. Bork behind the net, looking to center it for Faksa. Now Blackwell shoots! Save! Rebound is in front. Still fishing for the puck, and it goes into the corner. They were this close to making it 2.
Very close.
Lundqvist gets it now. Playing it off the boards. Ritzkovian will move it ahead. Bork across for Blackwell. So Bork was first goal of the season because Pedersen deflected into his own net. Thomas Harley with the assist, his 5th of the season, his 5th assist of the season for Thomas Harley. Heiskanen now playing it off the boards. Lindell couldn't fish it free, and Pedersen holds it at the line. Passing it across, open. Garland makes a move. Back door, he was trying to pass it. It was blocked away by DeSmith. Bastian now with the puck. 3-on-2 for the Stars, maybe. He'll instead dump it in. Playing it off the boards. Along the wall was Garland, who was trying to clear it. Bastian gets it behind the net, looking to center for Ritzkovian. Bastian has it. Lost it to Mancini. Bastian gets it again. Back to the point. Lindell. He shoots it in wide of the net. A broken stick on the ice. Ritzkovian gets it behind the net. Rimming it all the way around. It deflects out of play as it deflected off a stick. We're going to get our first break here as it felt like there had been no stoppages in this one. Bork threw a puck towards the net. Off a Canucks stick in front. 1-0 Stars here in the early game at American Airlines Center. Vian, your thoughts?
Amazing.
What'd you see on that goal?
Disappointing for the opposite team.
You're getting the handle of this, Vian.
Thank you.
Fun. Oh boy. If you're wondering, this is Vian. He's never been on a broadcast with us, and he's trying his best, y'all. our usual guy isn't here, Aaron. He had something to do, so that's why he's not here right now.
I see.
So Vian's here to save the day.
I got you, man. Totally.
We're back in Dallas as the Stars are up 1-0. 13:51 left to go, and Vian, I mean, this is probably the first hockey game you've watched in full, or so far at least. What do you think of the game of hockey?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Is it a little too fast for you?
I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, that was the last game. That was a big hit by Middleton on Duchesne, and he is out of the game. He was out of the game. He's out of this game because he got injured in that game. So he's not playing tonight. And Anna Murdy, his first game with the Stars, suits up instead. Stars have had some injuries. Their captain, Jimmy Benn's out due to a collapsed lung, so he had to have surgery. So he's out for a month or so. Up to the line. Here's a down low pass. Robertson stopped towards the net front, and Demko has been big in this first period for the Canucks because the Canucks have not been able to have any offensive opportunities so far. Thomas Harley now at the puck. Great pass by Johnston back to Harley. A stretch pass here for Sagan. They say that was offside at the line. There's Glenn Gulitson, the new head coach for the Dallas Stars. 14 goals in the first 3 games. Now that's 15 goals in the first 3 games in a period and a half. 5th season as a head coach. This is the 3rd with the Stars. He used to coach the Stars back in the 2010s when they did not make the playoffs. They were rebuilding. They were looking for an owner. And he didn't have much of a successful team back then. But now he has a team that could win a championship here in Dallas. Stars have gone to 3 straight Western Conference Finals under Pete DeBoer. Pete DeBoer got fired over the summer. Here's Rope Hintz to Rantanen, trying to go back for Hintz. Hintz was not on the same page there. Quinn Hughes playing it off the wall. That's going to be an icing on the Canucks, though. So far, the Canucks don't look offensive here, Vian. They only have 1 shot on goal. What's wrong with them right now?
That's a good question. Perhaps we can analyze that later.
Very good question indeed.
Those sort of questions require detail, you know? So something that'll take time.
Yeah. 7 minutes in, the Stars win the faceoff along the wall. Rantanen was trying to get it. Hedo will move it ahead for a 3-on-2 for the Canucks. Hedo will pass it across. Hughes trying to feed it out in front. It went to the crease, and it's swatted away. Hronek. As the Stars and the Canucks go for line changes, Quinn Hughes will circle back. Shot back in. Dumped in deep by Ratu. And Sherwood will try to get it along the wall. Petrovic trying to get it free behind the net. Bishop couldn't get it. Myers trying to hold it in. He did for just a moment. And now the Stars looking to transition. Here's Bork. Pressured off the puck by Myers. And Quinn Hughes has been on the ice for a considerable amount of this game. It seems like he's never changed. He's never gone to the bench. He's been out there for a long time. Sherwood. Bork got to be careful he doesn't take a hooking penalty. He does not. Quinn Hughes will move it the other way. Evander Kane, one of the new acquisitions for the Canucks, as he came over the offseason from the Edmonton Oilers. Was on the team that beat the Stars last year in the Western Conference Final, and the year before that, too. Stretch pass. Ritzkovian trying to beat the icing. They say he does not. With 11:40 left to go here in the first period of play, 1-0 Dallas. Vian, is there anything funny you want to say? Or anything you want to say right now?
Yeah. Did you see John Cena? He played an amazing play right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you see him?
I
couldn't see him. It was amazing.
Wow. Amazing. Thomas Harley will move it ahead. Here's Hronek along the wall. The referee hit the puck there, and Thomas Harley will have to circle back. Harley pressured off the puck almost, but Harley got it out to center. What a play by Harley to still have the puck there. Ernie will pass it back for Harley. Playing it back for Bischel. Deflected back into the Canucks zone. Ritzkovian trying to get it. Hronek plays it off the wall. Pettersson will get it. There's 3 Petterssons on the Canucks. Can you believe that? 3 players have the same last name on the same team. You know how confusing it has to be?
Absolutely. Super confusing.
3 Petterssons. That's insane. I've never seen that in the National Hockey League, or any sport, actually.
Me neither.
Like, imagine a classroom, and there's 3 kids who have the same last name. That's insane. Here's a shot from the line. Rebound! Stopped by DeSmith! Along the wall, is played along the wall still. Now a shot deflects out of play. First big chance for the Canucks there on that opportunity. Down low on DeSmith. He makes a big save. But imagine a classroom where you have 3 people with the same last name. That is just very weird. It's very uncommon.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So the Stars up 1-0, and the Canucks had 2 opportunities there, so the shots should probably be like 8-3, or 8-2 at least. Shots don't look updated here on our score bug that I'm looking at. Here's a pass along the wall by Mancini, behind the net now for Besser. The Canucks have not made the playoffs in the 2023-24 campaign. Here's Hughes up high, pressured by Rantanen out of the zone. We're approaching the halfway point of the first period. Hughes just spin through Steele. What a nice move by Quinn Hughes, their captain. He's due for an extension at the end of the year. If he doesn't, he could leave Vancouver. Here's Quinn Hughes moving it ahead. Quinn Hughes trying to center one. Along the wall it is fought for. Comes free for Steele, and he'll move it ahead for the Stars. Here's Sam Steele passing into the middle. Hintz! Save! Demko with a huge stop there on Hintz in the slot. Harley's shot was blocked in front. Rantanen gets it behind the net. Mikko Rantanen looking. Off the wall, back to the point for Harley. Harley shoots it wide of the net. Quinn Hughes playing it off the wall. And Mancini will pass it across for Hughes. Hughes delaying in his own zone. Still waiting as he was pressured by one of the Stars, Sagan. Mancini, and now Evander Kane will send it back in. Harley knocks it down in front of the Smith, and it will be Robertson who picks up the puck now for the Stars. Harley now will flip it up in the air out to center, and Johnston couldn't handle the pass, but here's Sagan now with Robertson. Robertson on the far wing drops it off for Wyatt Johnston. He shoots! Save! Rebound in front! Goes to the crease and wide. Held in, no. Miro Heiskanen trying to get the pass from Lindell. He still gets it with some trouble there. Here's Robertson passing it down low. Sagan trying to go back for Robertson. Feeding it up high. Lindell across. Heiskanen waits in the circle. He shoots and it was saved. Heiskanen waits along the boards. Pressured behind the net. Looking at center one. Harley. Oh, and the pass. It was Johnston actually. He was trying to pass it back to the point. No one was there. Stars have to go back. They have 11 shots in this first period. Canucks with 2. Stars have dominated this first period so far. Bischel.
But can they keep it up?
Okay, but yeah, that's the question. Can they keep it up? That's a very good point, Ian. Because obviously the Canucks are going to be like, we're not going to play like this the whole game. They got to get some momentum somehow. There has to be a changing play here if they can get back in this game and get some momentum back in their side of things here. That is deflected at the blue line. Garland shoots it back in wide of the net as the Canucks had dumped it back in. Foxa clears it out to center. One of the Petterssons picks it up. I'll just refer to that as one of the Petterssons. Here's Garland passing it up high. Here's a shot, and a blocked shot in front. A rebound. It was another block in front. Held in at the line by Hronek. He'll pass it up high from the point. A shot from distance right off the glove of DeSmith. And it is not cleared out of the zone. Canucks have some pressure here. Shot was blocked. He was continuing to whack at the puck, O'Connor. And it's 2 players dumped it in the corner. Stars can't clear it out of the zone, though. Here's Hughes, a one-timer blocked in front. And cleared out of the zone by a diving play by Foxa. Hughes is back in. Stars get a line change quickly. Hughes with some nice skating moves. Passing it across. Shot wide of the net. And out of play into the netting. So the Canucks there looked like they had some momentum going, just couldn't finish. 6:42 to go in the first, and the Stars up 1-0 here in Big D. We'll be right back after this little break, and yeah. Welcome you back to Dallas. Join alongside V and I'm Max. Glad to have you with us here. And the Stars up 1-0 with 6:42 left to go here in the first period. 8-1-1 is a record when Demko is in net when facing the Dallas Stars. So he's done pretty good in his career facing Dallas. Off the wall, it is played along the wall, and it comes free into the slot as we resume play here at the American Airlines Center. Lundqvist gets the puck now. He will circle back as Harley is with him on his defensive pairing, the second defensive pairing for the Dallas Stars. And Ritzkoven playing it for Lundqvist along the wall, dumped back in, no icing as it's deflected. And Hronek gets a hit by Bastian after he moved the puck ahead. Here is Elias Pettersson trying to center one in front, save! Sherwood, it was a bouncing puck in front, and DeSmith made the save. Up high again. It's Quinn Hughes passing it down low. Pettersson trying to go back up to the point. It deflected off of Bastian's stick and out to center. Canucks trying to re-enter. Quinn Hughes couldn't get this pass there as Lindell will intercept, and Harley will try to pass it back to Lindell. Harley will move it ahead for Steele. And here's Rantanen along the wing. Rantanen gets through a check. Trying to center one for Rope Hintz, and it couldn't go. Hronek and now Rantanen. Along the wall, pressured off the puck. Rope Hintz will pick it up instead. Flipping it to Rantanen. Trying to feed it for Rope Hintz. Held at the line by Heiskanen. Now race for the puck here. Here's DeBrusk on Lindell. DeBrusk shoots, and he wide of the net. The rebound in front. Oh, what a save to Smith! Garland was robbed in front by the Smith by the glove. What a save. Steele gets hit along the boards. Rantanen trying to get it free. Rantanen trying to center one, and no one was there at the point up high. Oh, my, what a chance. That's the best chance the Canucks have had. And when you said the Stars were playing good and can they keep it up, they've been letting up a little bit of more chances by the Canucks. So maybe some momentum now for Vancouver. Now the shots are 10-6. Petrovic now. Trying to move it ahead. That's deflected. No icing. Off the wall. It is Pettersson, I think. It has to be one of the Pedersons. There's like 3 Pedersons on the ice. There's Elias Pedersen, Elias Pedersen, I think. They say they have both have the first. They have both have the first name, but it's just pronounced differently. So beats me. It is fought for behind the net.
Beats me too.
Beats me too. Yeah, obviously. Along the wall, Seguin trying to push it free. He does. 2-on-2 for the Stars as they move it ahead into the Vancouver zone. Seguin along the wall, lost it, and moved ahead here by Baines, who will shoot it back in. DeSmith playing it behind his own net. Harley with 3:45 left to go here in the first period. Stars will move it ahead. Lundqvist trying to pass it for Radek. Fox it through center. Could not. Pedersen trying to fish it free and push it into the zone. He did. Harley playing it off the wall for Lundqvist. Has it behind his net with 3.5 to go. Foxa will shoot it back in. Blackwell tied up with Hronek. Bork trying to center one in front. It is loose there. Lindell gets it to the point. He'll send it in deep as it's rimmed all the way around. Heiskanen will get it. And here's Bork getting it along the wall. Back to the point. Lindell's shot. Save Demko. Off the pad. Held on the line by Lindell for just a moment. Forced out. And the Stars will go for a line change as Heiskanen has the puck now. With less than 3 to go in the first period, they're up 1-0. The Dallas Stars here at home trying to go 4-0 to start the season. Demko out of his net. Plays it along the glass. Canucks look to move it up. Out of the reach of Evander Kane. Now he races for the puck first, and he beats the icing off the side of the cage. Bischel. And Ritzkovian trying to get it free as Mancini is tied up with him. Tied up along the wall. Comes in front. Short side shot. Continuing to whack at the puck. It is stopped by DeSmith. Bischel clears it. No icing. Waved off by the linesman. Mancini, a stretch pass here. Evander Kane. That hit the glass and out of play. With 2:08 to go. Casey DeSmith with a big stop earlier on in this period has kept this game a 1-0 lead for the Dallas Stars. We'll be back with 2:08 left to go. We welcome you back to Dallas. Join alongside V and I'm Max. Delighted to have you with us here on this Thursday night hockey matchup between the Dallas Stars and the Vancouver Canucks. Joining alongside V and thoughts on the game so far.
Same as always.
I'm surprised the networks are not hiring you yet. You are so good at this. You're a natural.
I know. All this talking is really making me thirsty.
Imagine me. I got to do the game 3 hours and basically no water basically next to me here. Hronek holds it in. DeBrusque along the wall looking to center one in front. Off a skate in front of the net. Rantanen will move it ahead for Roope Hintz 3-on-3. Harley will shoot it back in. Roope Hintz will get in the corner. Pressured along the wall. Quinn Hughes. And it is played off the wall by DeBrusk and moved ahead here by Hronek to the middle of the ice. And passed into the far wing. Garland back up high. Hughes a shot, save, rebounds in front. Continuing to whack at the puck. One of the Stars went down. It is covered. Penalty upcoming. High sticking call. And a power play upcoming for, I believe, the Dallas Stars. So they'll go to the man advantage before the period ends. A high sticking by DeBrusk on Rantanen. And now the question is, was there blood? Because if there's blood, it's a 4-minute power play for Dallas. But if it's not, it's going to be a regular 2-minute power play. It's going to be just a regular 2-minute power play, and Rantanen's going to be on the ice here. Got it right in the nose, the stick. Does hurt. So the Stars will get a man advantage before the end of the first period. With 1:35, they got 2-minute power play to work with here and trying to convert here in the late stages of the first. Robertson looking, passing it across for Hintz. Up high, Heiskanen. Back for Hintz again in the circle. Back for Heiskanen again. Robertson now. He waits and shoots. Blockered away, and Demko. Where's the puck? It's still loose, and then played off the wall, and it actually hit the netting. Everyone thought it was still in play. There's the new head coach for the Vancouver Canucks, Adam Foote, one of the former Avs. Vancouver opening up on a 5-game road trip. And this is first season as the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks. So Adam Foote, one of the former NHL players, played with the Avalanche for the longest time, is playing here tonight, or is coaching here tonight. Played against those Dallas teams back in the 90s and the 2000s. Beat them in 7, and then the 1999 Western Conference Final, the 2000 as well, the Stars, less than a minute left to go. Played on those teams where the Avs were this close to making the final. And cleared out to center. Heiskanen will get it. Nothing much on this Dallas power play. With 45 seconds to go, they're looking to convert here in the late stages of the first period. Here's Roope Hintz dropping it off for Robertson, passing on the far wing. Rantanen scores! Mikko Rantanen! 2-0 Dallas. What a goal. What a pass by Robo. And in the late stages, around 30 seconds of the first period, Mikko Rantanen's made it 2-0. That's his second goal of the season. And the Stars are up 2-0, a power play goal. Looks similar to a preseason goal we commentated against the Wild, picking the top corner with 37.9 left. On a 10-game point streak versus the Canucks, he scored a goal 8 times. And the Stars are up 2-0. A late power play goal for Dallas. They're up by 2. Here in this game at American Airlines Center, the crowd erupting once again late in the first period. Along the wall is Hedel. 20 seconds left. Lundqvist pokes it away. Rantanen off the wall. Cleared out of the zone. It was Sagan, actually. And then it's played off the wall by Pettersson. One of the Petterssons with less than 9 seconds to go. Canucks have pressure. Now a 2-on-2 crossing the line. Sagan with a chance. He shoots and a save made at the horn. That'll end the first period. Sagan with an opportunity to make it 3-0. And he was stopped by Demko. So the Stars had a 2-0 lead on the home opener against the Wild. They had a power play goal to get the 2-0 lead. And they have the exact same thing here. A 2-0 lead going into the locker room. What do you think of the Stars' performance in that first period, Vian?
Very consistent. Very consistently good, yeah.
So, the Stars, 2-0. They lead after the first period. Bork and Rantanen with the goals. Bork with his first, Rantanen with his second of the season. And the Stars are up 2-0. We'll go to intermission. We'll be right back after this short break. 2-0 Stars. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome you back, Intermission Report here. I'm Max, delighted to have you with us here if you're just joining in with us. And the Stars are up 2-0 in this game. And, wow, what a power play goal by the Stars at the end of the period there. Mikko Rantanen with the goal. We'll go over the 2 goals by the Dallas Stars. The shots were 14-6. They took a shot away from the Canucks. They only had 6 shots in that opening period. DeBrusk took the penalty that led to the Mikko Rantanen goal. We'll go over that in just a moment because this intermission has 5 minutes left to go on it. 53.3% of the faceoffs have been won by Dallas. They've won one more than the Canucks have, 8 out of 15. Power plays 1 for 1 for the Stars. 10-8 the hits favoring the Canucks. 7-2 the block shots favoring the Stars. Giveaways 5-4, as it was changed right at that moment when I was saying the stuff. And those are the updated stats if you want to read those. Here are the first 2 goals of the game. Maverick Bourque with his first of the season. It was right off the stick of Elias Pettersson in front of the net. And Harley and Foxa with the assists. Bourque just threw it towards the net. You never know what happens. 4:29 in. The Stars had the lead right there. Foxa, Harley with the assists. And then a power play goal by the Stars. Nice passing play by the top line, basically. That usually is a top line. Robo, Hintz, and Rantanen. But this is a power play unit. Robo has the pass across for Rantanen, who was wide open. Scores in the circle, top corner, top cheese. 2-0 Stars on the power play. They're 1 for 1 on the night. Robertson and Hintz with the assists. And they're up by 2 here in Dallas. And the Stars with an impressive first period there. They basically dominated the Vancouver Canucks in that one. Canucks really didn't have much going for them in this early stages of the game. We'd like to thank you for just joining us. Glad you have tuned into our broadcast here, and hope you can stick around for the second period. These are the stats if you are just looking at them. And these 2 teams meet again November 20th in Vancouver in Rogers Arena. And then they meet each other again at Rogers Arena on March 2nd. So this is the only match that will be here in Dallas at American Airlines Center. And the Stars right now sitting comfortably with a 2-0 lead. After the first period, a very solid play by the Dallas Stars after 2 periods of play here. And if you're a Canucks fan or a Stars fan, comment in the chat what has been, if you're watching the game and you're having a synced or whatever, thoughts on your team right now or just how the game's going. And just tell us how your game's going. As we will go to a little bit of a break here, and we'll be right back with the second period. Coming up next, as there's only 2 minutes left to go into our second period to start. So we'll be right back as the Stars and Canucks face off here in American Airlines Center. Stars with a 2-goal advantage over Vancouver. We're back, everybody, as the Stars have a 2-0 lead after the first period of play. And see how this second period goes for Vancouver, as they did not have the best first period. They only had about 6 shots. And, yeah, they look to improve on that first period. The Stars have scored first in all 4 games this season. That's tied for most in the NHL this season. And 2 at home and 2 on the road. That's very important to gain the lead early on. And Glenn Goulet's squad so far has only trailed for 5 minutes and 15 seconds of 205 minutes of play this season. That's the second best in the NHL. That's excluding Edmonton. They're on the top of 1 minute and 17 of trailing. Stars and Oilers were the top teams in the West last year, in the past 2 years. So, not surprising to see both of them up there in the NHL in the top right there and not trailing. We're underway here in the second period. Miro Heiskanen will play it off the wall. Rantanen almost got cross-checked there along the boards. Here's Hintz behind the net. Hintz looking. He'll go back to the point for Lindell. Rimmed all the way around. It was Hintz who intercepted that rim around as Rantanen and Steele were fooled by that. Here's Quinn Hughes dropping it off. Shot wide of the net. Garland stuck all along the boards and hit the referee's skate. Pettersson, and now the Stars get possession now. Steele with Rantanen, and he'll go for a line change, and Steele dumps it back in. Played off the wall, intercepted from Demko's pass. Up high is Harley. Save Demko. Steele backhanding that one into the zone. Playing it off the wall, and Sam Steele feeding it up high for Harley. And the first good chance for the Stars, 51 seconds into the second period. 15-6. Last season, 3 shorthanded points, 6 goals, and 25 points last year for Sam Steele. Pretty good if you say so. He had a big goal in that Game 6 against the Jets to tie that game up at 1, and eventually Thomas Harley won the game in overtime to move on to the Western Conference Final. Sagan up high for Harley, sends it down low. Shot fanned on Wyatt Johnston. Lundqvist a shot wide of the net. Harley waits. Lundqvist again at the point. Deflecting it back behind the net for Wyatt Johnston, pressured by 2 and Myers. Along the wall, it is fought for loose. Continuing to fight for the puck, Hedel. Back to the point, held in. Harley shot wide of the net. Lundqvist and Johnston trying to get to the puck. Stars have pressure again in the offensive zone. Lundqvist holds it at the point. Johnston trying to send it down low. Here's Sagan in the corner. Stars have a good opening shift in both of the opening periods. DeBrusk backhands that one out to center. Now a 2-on-2 that was broken up. Blackwell will get it. Or pardon me, Bork got it. Shot back in by Pettersson. Here is Kane. Vander Kane along the wall. Pressured off the puck by Lundqvist. Johnston will get it. Pressured by Kane. Johnston went down as it's stuck along the boards. Thomas Harley has it. Fighting for the puck. Trying to get it free. Johnston gets it free. And Lundqvist will flip it out to center. Race for the puck. Blackwell pressured by Hronek. Blackwell trying to get to the puck in the corner. Bork on the forecheck as well. Bork so stolen away by Sherwood. Intercepted by Blackwell. So the Stars have possession once again. Bork trying to get in the corner. Petrovic sends it in deep behind the net. Stars have done good so far in this second period. Almost 3 minutes in. Bischel playing it off the wall. Blackwell couldn't get it. Hronek now with the puck. Onside of the Canucks. Sassons trying to get it deep. And it is flipped out to center. Played off the wall by Mancini. And now there's a whistle here. Was it played via high stick or was there a penalty? I think there was just a high stick. Stars up 2-0 here at American Airlines Center. If you're just joining us, the goal scorers Bork and Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen has been great for the Dallas Stars in this one. And the Stars up 2-0. Due to that, he has the latest goal on the power play Petrovic will shoot it back in. Ernie will get it. He's in place for Duchesne, who's out for this game, as he had an injury in the last game against Minnesota in the third period. Petrovic, and now Ritzkovian was trying to get it. Along the wall, it is fought for. Comes free for just a moment. It's still stuck in the circle. And now Quinn Hughes will move it ahead. Quinn Hughes with some speed on the far wing. Spins back and waits. Waiting for an option, trying to throw it in front. It was blocked by Petrovic. Then gave it away. Back to Hughes. He shoots. It was blocked and out of the zone. Here's Myers with the puck now. Steele was trying to intercept. Heiskanen now will look to shoot it back in. Quinn Hughes now with the puck. Almost 4 minutes into the second period. We haven't had much of a whistle here in this first period, or the second period. I don't think we've had a whistle. Up high, Myers at the blue line shoots. It was blocked. Deflected pass across. Open room, shoots. Oh, right into the crease. They score. No, it didn't go in. How did that not go into the net? The Canucks this close to scoring. Here's Rope Hintz in front. They are arguing about it on the bench. I thought the puck had gone in. Steele now waiting. Steele down low. Heiskanen stopped. And now there's a whistle and a penalty upcoming. A slashing call. How did that puck not go in for Vancouver? Did it go in? We will see on this replay here. No, it did not cross the line completely. It did not cross the line completely. This close to going in completely, it did not. Somehow, the puck did not fully cross the red line. Wow. Miro Heiskanen just saved the goal. And a great call by the official right on the goal line to wave off the goal. Steele passing it for Heiskanen. That is the closest you will ever get to getting a goal and not getting one right there. So the Stars are going to go to the power play, I believe. This close to a 2-1 game, and instead, a game-saving stop by Miro Heiskanen and the Stars, who are 1 for 1 on the power play, look to make it 2 for 2 and go up by 3. Mikko Rantanen in the faceoff. I still can't believe that did not go in. What a save. Right on the goal line. Heiskanen passing it. Robertson up high. Robertson shoots into the glove of Demko. Eight seconds into the power play. That close to a 2-1 game. Jason Robertson, 4 goals, 10 points, a +5 rating, and on a 6-game point streak versus the Canucks, and assist tonight on that power play goal. And Robertson's stick snapped as I believe Hronek slashed it. Or stick just fell. So a little bit delay here as Robertson has to get a new twig. He has an assist tonight on that Mikko Rantanen power play goal. He's out here again with Rantanen alongside Hintz, Johnston, and Heiskanen. 4 shots on the first power play for the Stars. They have one right here on this power play. This was Robertson's shot from distance. Johnston now to Rope Hintz, moving it ahead, dropping it off for Robertson, and then trying to drop it off for Heiskanen on the same page there. Comes back out to center ice. Rantanen now at the puck. Leaving it for Heiskanen. Ahead for Rantanen. Makes a move through center. Rantanen waiting. Hintz fell down. Rantanen surveying his options. Along the boards, Hintz! Shot was blocked in the slot. Hintz has had opportunities in this season. Hasn't been able to convert them, though. Great pass. Robertson waiting. Down low. Backhander on goal. Rope Hintz twice. Was denied by Demko. Dallas really good on this power play here. They haven't been able to convert, though. They've been very good all night. Second line out there for the Stars. Sagan passing it across. Trying to feed it for Rantanen, who's out there, who's double shifting on this power play. And Vancouver will clear it out to center. Lundqvist with 37 seconds to go on this power play for the Stars. Maverick Bourque will move it ahead to Sagan. Sagan ahead. Waiting. Surveying his options along the wall. Intercepted by Besser. Cleared out of the zone. Lundqvist now behind his own net with 17 seconds to go on this power play for the Stars. They've had chances on this power play, haven't been able to convert, though. Bourque dumps it back in. Sagan in the last 10 of the power play. Along the boards, Bourque will send it back to the point for Lundqvist. Lundqvist looking to shoot it. It was blocked in front. Here's an open room for Steele. Power plays over. They're 1 for 2. Harley's shot was blocked. Pass it back for Lundqvist in front. His shot was blocked off a skate. Evander Kane flips it out, and potentially a 2-1 here for the Canucks. Here's Hedl cutting in. He scores! Philip Hedl has made it a 2-1 game right after the penalty had expired. Chance for Dallas to go up by 3. They had chances that were blocked, and then Philip Hedl carrying it in on the breakaway has made it a 2-1 game. Beating DeSmith on the blocker side. Vander Kane with the flip pass. A great play by Vander Kane. And just bounces past Harley there. I don't know what Harley was doing. And Hedl's made it a 2-1 game, and now the deficit is now 1 for Vancouver. And for the Stars fans, they have not enjoyed the recent Vancouver Stars matchup, the choke from Dallas. So I believe one of the first shots of the period for the Canucks. Their first shot of the period is a goal. DeSmith off the side of the cage. Vander Kane. Sherwood, penalty upcoming, is going against Dallas. Foxa gets cross-checked by Sherwood after the whistle. And everyone getting together after the whistle, but the Vancouver Canucks are going to go to the power play. So, Hedl has made it a 2-1 game. Beats DeSmith on the blocker side. And they'll have a power play when we return. We're back, everybody, here at American Airlines Center. 0 for 7 on the power play. The Canucks this season on 8 shots. Only team without a power play goal. We'll see about that here on this power play for the Canucks against the Dallas Stars as we welcome you back into the American Airlines Center on Thursday Night Hockey here on the NHL and MHS. I'm Max, delighted to have you with us here. As the Stars are going to be on the penalty kill and the Canucks will have possession off the draw. Lindell will clear it along the boards and out to center and back into the Canucks zone. Demko will play it behind his own net. Quinn Hughes out there. Evander Kane and Hronek with the assist on the Hedl goal. DeBrusk and Heiskanen trying to fish it free. Behind the net is Sherwood. Or pardon me, Besser. And it's cleared out of the zone. Deflected off a stick. Ice is being built, or snow's being built up along the boards. Zamboni hasn't been cleaning anything here because they have just returned to the second period. They're 0 for 7 on their power play opportunities. It's their 8th chance on the power play this season. Blackwell trying to steal it away shorthanded. Could not. Quinn Hughes has the puck. Moving it ahead, Quinn Hughes will pass it far wing or off the bench. As this goes back high for Elias Pettersson. Now to Hughes. Shot. Save DeSmith. Down is DeSmith on the ice. Great patient play there up high is Pedersen. Back for Garland. Garland looking. Up high for Hughes at the blue line. To Garland down low. The pass couldn't deflect in. Pedersen back for Hughes. 45 to go on the power play. Garland passes blocked. Hughes up high. Passing it across. Smart plays by Hughes to keep the power play alive. Up high is Garland. Passing it for Pedersen along the wall. Great play to Garland. Garland behind the net. Hughes up high. One-timer at shot. Oh, it just deflects wide of the far post. This close to the tying goal. And DeBrusque shoots it wide. Stars need to get out of this power play if they want to survive with a 2-1 lead. Up high is Quinn Hughes. Waiting, delaying. Shoots, scores! Quinn Hughes has tied the game on a power play goal. It deflected in front. I believe it was Besser. And a tie game. 2-2. Quinn Hughes' shot right off the stick. And another deficit faced by the Canucks. They are able to erase that. They've been able to do that against the Stars recently. And the 2-goal lead by Dallas is now a 2-2 tie here in Dallas. And DeSmith lets in 2 on 3 shots in this period for the Canucks. They've only had 3 shots. The Stars are out shooting the Canucks 18-9. DeSmith has not been able to make the saves. Unbelievable. Bichsel now along the boards, along the wall at his front four. Continuing to fight for the puck, and it is trying to be fished free here by Kane. Still stuck along the board, so the Stars have to find an answer here because the Canucks have the energy now. Hito on the breakaway. A deflection made it 2-2 on a power play goal. Both teams with power play goals this season. Rantanen up high for Petrovic. Petrovic shoots! Wide of the net. Rebound was in front. Hito. So the 2-goal lead's gone for Dallas. They are now tied at 2. Rantanen will dump it back in. Demko try to slow it down. Pedersen off the wall. Sagan. And Bork was trying to get it along the wall there as well. Evander Kane couldn't handle it. Dumped back in by Dallas. Myers off the wall. Stretch pass here. Onside shot. Score! Canucks have the lead. Sassons with the goal, and it's 3-2. Oh my. The Stars have broken down against the Canucks. 3 straight. Unbelievable. Again, the Canucks are able to find a way to come back against the Stars. And halfway through the second period, it is now a 3-2 Canucks lead. It was 2-0 Stars. And now the Stars are trailing in a game that they were up 2-0 and were dominating in the first period. Besser with that power play goal to make it his third of the season. I'm just shocked right now on how Dallas has just let this happen. Sloppy defense, and DeSmith not being able to make the saves he's needed to make in this game. Up high is Harley's shot right into the glove of Demko. Would have been big if Dallas got the tying mark there. And now we go to commercial. Unbelievable. As a Stars fan, this is unacceptable. Tie game right there, and then a 3-2 goal by Sassons. Canucks are up 3-2 in a game. The Stars are up 2-0. Wow. Welcome you back to Dallas, and shockingly, the Stars, who are up by a lot here, are now trailing in the game 3-2, and Glenn Gulletson certainly does not like that. For Vancouver fans, it's just another one of those repeats again. It feels like a repeat of last year, where they came back in the last minute and won in overtime, and now the Stars have just struggled against the Canucks for some reason. They played very well against Colorado and Winnipeg and Minnesota, and now they struggle against a Canucks team that's not the best. Rantanen off the glove. Almost close to the tying mark right there. Yeah, just unbelievable how the Dallas Stars were in full control of this game. Here's Steele. Leaving it for Harley. He shoots. Demko has not allowed a goal since the first period. Myers. So the Stars will have to come back in this one. They're down 3-2. Pettersson almost turned it over at the line. Here is Garland looking. Connor Garland spinning away and sends it deep into the corner. Pettersson. Garland again. Waits. Delays. Nice move. Garland trying to bank it in. He does not put it home. DeSmith looks really shaky right now. That's very concerning for the Stars team that's trying to come back in this one. Trying to let Ottinger rest for a night, and DeSmith has not brought out his best game here. Here's Garland, a 3-on-3 crossing the line. Sasson's in front. All around, a backhander. Oh, another save on the goal line. Here's Sagan the other way. Tyler Sagan's in. He shoots, and he misses the net. They said that was out of play. No, they didn't. Heiskanen centered, and Sagan couldn't get it back door. Sassons. Unbelievable. 2 goal line stops. DeSmith is just shaking around. Up high is Hughes. Hughes waits and shoots. Save DeSmith. Hughes again. Passing it up high. Here's another shot. Deflected high and wide. Hughes. Robertson along the wall. Up high to Brusque. And now here's Hronek. Sassons again. Who has the difference in the game? Hronek's shot blocked in front. Everyone thought that play was blown dead it went out of play apparently. The Canucks were arguing about that. Continued on, and almost a Star scored on that. Heiskanen along the wall. Fought for. And where's the puck? It's in behind the Stars netminder, Lindell. DeSmith looks really shaky here, and I don't know what is up with him right now. He was pretty solid in his starts last season, but he was in net when the Canucks came back. So, is this again just mental attributes of the game? Here's Ernie passing it in. Ritzkovian, and here's Bastian waiting. Bastian to tie it! And then shot wide of the net. There's not been a whistle since the apparent puck out of play. Petrovic will win it all the way around. Held in by Besser. And cleared out to center. The other Pettersson will move it ahead. Hedel now at the puck. Had the 2-1 goal and started this Canucks comeback. Shot back in by Pettersson. DeSmith looks really shaky in net. Down low, a shot, save made at the side of the cage by DeSmith. Ritzkovian again. Shots are now 19-12 in favor of the Stars still. But it's a 3-2 Canucks lead. 3-on-2 for Dallas. Looking to tie it. Ritzkovian in. Ritzkovian shot. Can they hit the net? Penalty upcoming. With 6:09 left. I believe it's going against the Canucks. And this chance right here does not go in. There's 2 of those. 3 of those in the game. Where DeSmith has gotten lucky on some. On all of them, actually. Just very shaky play by DeSmith. And somehow he makes this stop. Somehow he makes this stop on the goal line. He actually doesn't make the stop. Oh, there's no power play. I thought the referee had signaled a power play. Though his hand was up like it was a power play. And apparently it was not. Wow. 6:09 to go in the second. Stars looking to tie the game at 3 after letting in 3 straight. Blackwell up high to the point. Harley shot. Oh, save made. Demko. Lundqvist. Foxa now. And played off the wall there. Vander Kane stretches it up for Hughes. They say that's onside, or Sherwood. That deflected wide of the net. 5:50 to go in the second. The Stars trailing by 1 after leading by 2 after the first. An incredible collapse here by Dallas in the second period. Previously, they had allowed 2 goals in the past 3 games in the second period, and now they have allowed 3 here. Cutting Blackwell. The pass did not connect by Foxa. Here's Kane, apparently onside. Took down one of the Stars in the process. Rantanen will move it ahead. Mikko Rantanen has a goal in the game, looking to tie the game here at 3. Steele will backhand it back in. The top line out there for the Stars. Steele, Hintz, and Rantanen. Up high is Heiskanen. Heiskanen shoots! Blocked in front by Pettersson. Heiskanen plays it off the wall behind the net. Steele. Steele looking. Back to the point. Lindell back for Steele along the wall. Steele down low. Rantanen. Rantanen waiting. Feeds it in front. It was loose in the slot. Picked up by Lindell at the point. Rantanen slows it down in the corner. Pressured by Pettersson. Or by Hughes, pardon me. And not out of the zone. Garland couldn't clear it. Now he'll have a chance to move it ahead. Pettersson will move it ahead here. Here's Quinn Hughes on the far wing. Now circles behind the net. Pressured by Heiskanen. 4.5 to go in the second. Nice takedown there on one of the Canucks by the Stars. Some long shifts for Dallas players. If they get a long change here. Hedel barely touched it in. 4 minutes left to go here in the second period, and a 3-2 Canucks lead, and as they made a comeback down 2-0. Behind the net, now up high to the point. Myers a shot, save, rebound in front, blocked in front by, I believe, Johnston. Stars need to send it the other way and get some opportunities that side of the ice because they have not been able to get any. Here's Myers, a shot right into the glove of DeSmith. 3:44 to go in the second period. A 3-2 Canucks lead. All of a sudden, Stars trying to make a comeback here at home. They're down 3-2. Welcome you back to Dallas, a 3-2 Canucks lead. Thomas Harley, most goals by a defenseman in the first 200 games with the team. Thomas Harley beats Sergei Zubov. He's 33. He's second most in franchise history, though, Thomas Harley. Sergei Zubov with 30. Klingberg with 30. Philippe Boucher with 29. And Miro Heiskanen, 27. And Miro Heiskanen can always change there. Bischel. So the Stars looking for a comeback here to try to tie the game up at 3, as now the Canucks down 2-0 in the first period have come back to tie and take the lead. Rantanen trying to shove it in from the short side shot. Could not. Stars need a break here. Here's Rope Hintz having the puck, and then it's cleared out to center. Petrovic now with the puck. Playing it for Bischel. Off the wall, and just no communication here. Now it's Sagan, Hintz, and Steele, as the lines are starting to change here as we Glenn Gulitson's trying to do something to get some offense going back in this game. Seguin throws a hit right there with 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Pass is intercepted. Brought back in by Harley. Harley looking. Harley along the wall. Robertson trying to get it free. Robertson does get it free. Robertson waiting. Back up high for Heiskanen with 2:40 left to go. He shoots over the net. Seguin now to Johnston. Wyatt Johnston is looking. He'll pass it for Heiskanen at the blue line. It was a bouncing puck. He still held it in. Harley, and then the pass was intercepted. Cleared out of the zone. Now race for the puck here. Here's Sassons trying to center one. It was a 2-on-1 down low. But it was blocked away by Heiskanen with less than 2.5 to go here in the second period. Carrying it in is Heiskanen. Heiskanen down to Johnston. He fanned on the shot. And now a bouncing puck and a save. Robertson. Here's a shot. And wide of the net as Baines had passed the puck. Along the wall it is fought for. DeBrusque trying to get it free. Or Carlson, pardon me. Cleared out of the zone. And icing barely with 1:52 left to go. Right off the mask of Demko, or else Robertson would have had the tying mark to level the game at 3. Headbutted that one. Unbelievable by the Dallas Stars here. They're up 2-0 in this game. Truly astonishing. Wow. DeSmith has not been good in net, though. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Yeah, he's not looked good. 2-0 lead gone. DeSmith has allowed 3 here in the second period. And the Canucks have a 3-2 lead over the Dallas Stars. And another icing here on Dallas with 1:44 left to go. Now it becomes the question, do you pull DeSmith going into the third period? Or do you just let him in, continue to play, and see if the Stars can tie this game up at 3? If the Stars can tie this game up at 3, going into the locker room, this could be a very different game. We will see, though. As the faceoff's in the Stars zone, and the Canucks win the faceoff. Along the wall, Kane fighting for it. Petrovic, and now Johnston tied up along the wall is still loose, coming free, and as the shots are 20-16 in favor of the Stars. Heiskanen moves it ahead for Robertson, who chips it ahead. Quinn Hughes will have pick up the puck now with less than 90 seconds to go. Here's Pedersen moving it ahead here. Onside is Garland. Garland looking. Up high for Hughes. He shoots it. Save made by DeSmith. Rebound Garland trying to center it. Garland behind the net looking to center one again. Lindell trying to get it free. Blackwell along the boards. Pressured off the puck. Turned it right over in front of backhand score! Blackwell with the giveaway and Garland with the goal, and it's 4-2. Unbelievable. A giveaway by Blackwell, and the Stars have allowed 4 in this second period. And Connor Garland with a beauty of a goal. And it's 4-2 Vancouver. With 1:06 left to go, and that's got to be it for Casey DeSmith here for tonight. That has to be it for Casey DeSmith. There's no way they keep him back in the net. That's just, wow. Unbelievable. So instead of just needing 1 to tie it, now the Stars going to need 2 to tie it. In a game they led 2-0. Truly unbelievable on what I'm seeing right now by the Dallas Stars. Rantanen tried to move it ahead, could not. And we got 40 seconds left on the clock. Rantanen along the boards, trying to feed it for Steele. Behind the net is Sam Steele, playing it back for Bischel. Here's Lindell, a shot wide of the net. Bischel holds it in. Stars looking to get a late goal to make it 4-3, but it's forced out to center. 4 goals we're going to have to talk about, all on Vancouver's side of things, and an unbelievable scene we've seen here in Dallas. 4-2 Vancouver. Back into the Stars with 8 seconds. Bastian looking. Bastian along the boards. Ritzkovian trying to get it free with 2 seconds. Shot wide of the net. That'll end the period. The Stars are going to have to figure it out going into the third period. Glenn Gulitson does not look happy at all at his squad as they have allowed 4 here in the second period, and now it's a 4-2 lead for the Vancouver Canucks. Truly unbelievable. Stars will need their own comeback of their own like the Canucks did in this period. We'll see if they can get it, though. Stars down 4-2 after leading by 2. After the first, now after the second, the Canucks are leading by 2. Hedl with the first goal to start this comeback on a breakaway. Hughes a deflection there in front by Besser. And then Sassons all alone beats the Smith. 3-2. Garland a giveaway by Blackwell. 4-2. Canucks lead. we're back, everybody. It is a 4-2 Canucks lead. Somehow. I'm a Stars fan. If any of you are Canucks fans, let's see how much viewers are watching. There you go. There's your numbers. 5 or 6 viewers. I'm a Stars fan, so watching this is paining me. This is pain. And Casey the Smith, you are not doing a good job. Now, if you want to hear my... I just don't know what's happening here. I know you're a Stars fan in the chat. It's a defensive breakdown by the Dallas Stars here. Let's go over the goals. Stars had a power play before this Philip Hedl goal. And this was a breakaway. Nice shot, I guess. It was a bouncing puck, passing by Harley. Couldn't settle the puck down, and then Hedl beats the Smith. 6:40 into the second period, then the Canucks get a power play right after the goal. And Quinn Hughes, magic at the blue line, was able to find a deflection for Besser to tie the game at 2. And then Max Sasson, his first of the season. I don't know what the defense was on this one. There's just none. That's just unacceptable. And then Garland, the worst giveaway you could do in the last minute. Blackwell right here. Look at Blackwell. He has the puck. He's going to pass it right into the middle, and then Garland intercepts. A terrible pass. DeSmith flopping around. 4-2 Canucks. And the Stars are going to need a gargantuan comeback here to try to level the game at 4. Because right now, they're trailing 4-2. And this has got to be one of the most embarrassing games I've seen in a while from the Stars. And this is the 4th game of the season. But it's starting to show the issues with this Stars team. Their defense is not as good as some people think it is. Backup goaltender's not as good as we thought he would be. He was good, decent last year, but he's not been good this game at least. DeSmith hopefully changes our minds here. And if in the third period it becomes Patrick Waugh or something like that for the Stars to try to come back. And defensively, the Stars have just have not looked good. And at least in the second period. Obviously in the third period, we'll see, because third periods have been kind of bad for Dallas. They're going to have to come back in this one. They have allowed 7 third period goals, and they've only scored 6 goals in the third period. So we will see, because the second period, before we came into this game, they had 3 goals scored, and they allowed 2 goals against in the first 3 games. Now they have allowed 4 here, and yeah, that changed a lot. So they're -3 in the second now. They're going to need to reverse that, and they're going to need like a big comeback here, because if they don't get it, they get their first loss of the season to Vancouver. Really, Vancouver? After beating Colorado, Winnipeg, and Minnesota? It's truly unacceptable if they do lose this game. We'll see. And the Canucks with a 4-2 lead. A comfortable lead, maybe. We'll see. The Stars trying to make a comeback here. We'll be right back. Welcome you back to Dallas, and the Stars trying to come back in this game. They're down 4-2 as the Stars let up a 2-goal lead and then 4 straight by the Canucks, and they are trying to close out this game. The Stars trying to make their own comeback of their own as the Canucks are up 4-2, and I know I have a lot of Canucks fans that subscribe over the summer with the Abbotsford Canucks game we did in their finals, and I'm a Stars fan, so enjoy it because I'm not enjoying it right now. So Canucks with 4 goals, they could have a lot more right now. DeSmith has not been good at all in this game, not even close. Not even a good goalie right now. Seems like we're still in intermission, though, as it just been very shaky for the Stars. Defensively, not good. DeSmith's been flopping around in the net, and it's not been good for Dallas at all. But for Canucks fans, y'all made another comeback against Dallas. So maybe this is the choke that we're all waiting for. This is we're not all waiting for, but the Stars would probably want to happen. If the reverse of the tables or whatever, if the Stars were to come back in this game, it'd be a reversal to what happened against the Stars last year when they blew a 3-goal lead in a minute. If that happens to the Canucks here, it'd be a full circle moment. If that were to happen, though. We will see. And I don't know if we're back or not. Seems like we are about to be back in the third period. There's Demko. Stars are back on the bench. Third period. Stars will need 2 to tie this game up at 4. And the question is DeSmith still in net? We're underway here in the third period, and the Stars will need 2. And it says DeSmith still in net. Wow. I'm shocked. I thought DeSmith was going to be pulled after that. Very embarrassing play. Here's Steele moving it ahead. Top line. Steele! Shot it wide. Hintz now to Lindell. Sending it low. Steele. Rantanen gets it. Rantanen, he knows how to make comebacks. He scored 3 goals against the Colorado Avalanche in Game 7, and he knows how to come back from 2-goal deficits. But can they do it here tonight? Stars with the shot on goal. The steal cancels the first shot of this period. Stars down 4-2 in a game they led 2-0. Harley playing it off the wall for Wyatt Johnston. Circles back and played across for Petrovic. Myers will play it as he'll move it ahead for Vancouver. Myers in to Besser. Back for Myers and deflected wide. Held in at the point though. Sending it low as Myers shot. Save made by DeSmith. His first save of the period. Not held in the zone though. Robertson was trying to get to the loose puck. Wasn't fast enough though. Here's Besser. They say that was onside. Besser's shot. Well wide of the goal. Held in at the point. Sent it down low. Stars look pressured again. And Sagan will clear it. Blackwell, the brutal giveaway in the second goal. Oh, no. Oh, Blackwell got hit badly along the boards there. Oh, wow. He got sandwiched right there. Bork and now Blackwell. He's fine, though. He has the puck right now. He's trying to fish it free. Bischel has his stick tied up. He gets taken down and a penalty upcoming, and it's going against Vancouver. Delayed call going against the Vancouver Canucks. To the Stars. We'll get a power play to try to get back in the game. Delayed call on Vancouver. Heiskanen drops it off for Rantanen and skates. Rantanen carries it in. His stick was lifted. Robertson. Here is Bork. Passing it across. Hintz. That wasn't full possession, so the Stars still have possession on the delayed call. Bork. Great pass. Robertson back. And it is touched up. Here's a shot by Hintz. It's stopped. So it is Myers to the, Ratu to the box, taking down Bischel, the 6'7" defenseman. Man, oh man, a chance here. Rope hints with the opportunity right off the pad of Demko. 2.5 minutes in. Big power play here for Dallas if they want to get back in the game and within one. Hintz, Heiskanen, Robertson, Rantanen, Johnston out there on this power play. The third power play of the night for the Stars. They're 1 for 2. Heiskanen. Seen some thoughts online if they think it is better to run Harley on the first power play. That's an icing on the first power play right there. Yikes. An icing on the power play. That's brutal. Heiskanen's been out there for 1:09. Hintz has been out there for 32 seconds. Rantanen 44 seconds. Johnston 16 seconds. And Robertson 40 seconds. And they iced the puck on that previous play, and it is back in the Dallas zone. 16 seconds into this power play for the Stars. They win the face-off and look to move up the middle of the ice, and Rantanen will move it ahead for Heiskanen, who could not handle it, now gets it back. Heiskanen drops it off. Here's Rantanen. Has the puck. Rantanen looking. Mikko Rantanen behind the net. Pressured by Pettersson. Here's Hintz now with the puck off the pass from Rantanen. Giving and go with Rantanen. Rantanen, a backhander save. Rantanen again looking. Here's Robertson in the circle. Up high is Heiskanen. Back for Robertson again in the circle. Down low, Rantanen. Trying to feed it in front. Oh, what a save, Demko. Ooh, a close chance for the Stars to get within one. Hintz, I believe, on the doorstep, and he's frustrated on the bench. Steele moves it ahead for Sagan. Give and go with Steele. Robertson cutting. Robertson to the backhand. Feeds it for Harley at the point. 48 seconds to go on the power play for the Stars. Sagan, a backhander. And goes into the far corner, and it is cleared at the center. Harley will move it ahead for Steele, who will look to shoot it back in, and it is played out of the zone. Shot back in by Bork with less than 30 seconds to go on this Dallas power play. Hronek along the wall. Up high is Harley, passing it across for Bork, sending it low, Rantanen. Steele blocked in front of the net. Harley now at the puck as the power play will expire. They're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Shot back in by Lindell. Stars need a goal quickly. Faksa stopped. Held in by Petrovic. Sending it low, Ernie. Ernie waiting. Faksa was cutting in front. He decided not to pass it. Faksa has it in the corner. Intercepted by Pettersson. Rimmed all the way around off the boards awkwardly, and the Canucks have possession here. Myers carrying it in. 5 minutes have passed here in the third period. And a 4-2 lead still for the Canucks. Power play for Dallas. Close to getting the tie or to get the 4-3 goal for the Stars. Pettersson now a shot. Saved by DeSmith. Stars are going to need something quickly here. They need some momentum on their side. They have the power play. Rantanen down low for Hintz, who was stopped on the blocker side, and Demko, as I previously mentioned, has a good record against the Stars. And then Steele, and then the shot block. Hronek was even meaning to block that shot. Unbelievable. Canucks don't even have to have this lead. Here's my biasness cutting in again. And it is moved ahead here by Dallas almost. Ritzkovian, and now race for the puck. Bastian was getting a little bit hooked there. No penalty there on Canucks. And almost a giveaway right in front. Mancini will move it ahead. Pass down low. Shot. Save. Sassons had a chance down low. Trying to get his second of the season. Deflected back in by Robertson, and it's going to be an icing. 14-14 left to go here in the third. Stars down by 2. If you're just joining with us, I'm a Stars fan, so if I sound depressed, yeah, I am. Unbelievable collapse here by the Stars. They're up 2-0. And now the Canucks have a comfortable 4-2 lead. See if Demko lets up anything here in this third period. Shot was blocked and out to center. Bastian pokes it ahead. Hronek now. 6 minutes have passed here in the third. Moved ahead, Hedel. And played off the wall. Fought for. Comes free for Hronek. Across. Shot. Blocked into the corner. Along the wall. Is fought for loose. Harley taking it free. Still loose. Robertson. Johnston. And he gets the puck now. Harley. The Canucks are just wasting time here in the Stars zone. Here's the Stars. Rantanen with Heiskanen cutting. Heiskanen, a backhand pass for Johnson up high. Robertson hit the crossbar. Jason Robertson, a one-timer this close to the 4-3 goal for the Stars. I think he hit the crossbar, deflected out of play. 4-2 Canucks still. We're back, everybody, and a 4-2 lead for the Vancouver Canucks over the Dallas Stars. Somehow, the Stars had a very great opportunity before we went to commercial, and I believe Robertson hit the crossbar right here. Let's see. Did it? Yup. Right off the bar. This close to a 4-3 game, and Jason Robertson would have gotten a goal there to cut the deficit to 1. $13:25 left to go here in this third period, and the Stars looking for the comeback in their first game that they're trailing by a lot. Off the face-off. Here's Heiskanen. High shot! Where's the puck? It goes into the corner. Seguin. Stick lifted. Rope Hintz gets it along the boards. Seguin has it behind the net. Pressured. Seguin. Seguin up high for Harley. Harley shoots it. It was blocked in front. Heiskanen will swat it away into the corner. Pettersson gets to the loose puck, and Myers will clear it out of the zone. Race for the puck here. Evander Kane. That was a penalty or an icing? Are they calling something on Harley? I think they did. Thomas Harley going to the penalty box, and the Stars are going to have to kill a penalty. And Thomas Harley did not like the call at all. Let's see from our replay here. And oh, they called that? Oh, Evander Kane's so weak. That's the weakest penalty you can call there in a game where it's a 2-goal. Wow, that's embarrassing. The referees have not been good tonight in penalty calling. That's unbelievable. That's barely a penalty. Quinn Hughes behind the net as they're 1-for-1 on the power play on the only shot. No set up by Quinn Hughes. Besser now to Hughes. Hughes waiting. This power play shouldn't even happen because that was such the weakest call you will ever see. Pedersen up high. Here's Besser cross. And the shot was either blocked or saved by the Smith. Quinn Hughes again. Stars will need to kill off this power play if they still have hope in this game. Wide open pass across. Blackwell's out of position. Sending it low. Garland. Or Besser, pardon me. Pedersen up high for Hughes. Hughes up high. Backhand pass for Pedersen. Elias Pettersson sends it low in front. That backdoor pass was broken up with less than 50 seconds to go on this Vancouver power play. Stars trying to get to the kill. Quinn Hughes waiting. Drag move. Down low. Besser couldn't get the pass. Quinn Hughes is very good on the power play. One of the best defensemen in the league. Quinn Hughes shoots on goal. Stopped by the Smith. Stars have been in the zone for the whole entire time. Shot blocked. Lindell. Heiskanen clears it out of the zone with less than 20 seconds to go. Demko stretches it up. Besser. Stars get a line change while they're at it. They had some tired skaters out there. Penalty killers. And the Stars, with 5 seconds to go on this power play, here they come again. Sherwood. And now the penalty's over. Hronik sends it low. Hedel. Passing it far wing. Down low it goes. Sherwood to the net. Backhander on the side of the cage. Stopped by the Smith. And now the Stars get to the kill and maybe some momentum here. Steele will backhand it back in. Bork now. Bork steals it away. Centering pass. And the shot by Hintz misses well wide. Oh my goodness. Hintz of a great opportunity. And a steal here. Here's Robertson. And the pass was deflected right through the middle. Wow. Lindell pressured off the puck, and then he gets it back. Harley playing it off the wall. Robertson moves it ahead for a rope. A hint that was swatted away. Halfway through the period, Rantanen trying to steal it away along the wall. Stars looking for a comeback here, and they haven't gotten goals, but they have gotten some chances, especially that last one. Rope Hintz, I believe, missing the net. And then Robertson off the crossbar earlier on. Baines drops it off. Shot by Myers. Wide of the net. Saved by the Smith as he gets interfered with. Johnston will move it ahead for Rantanen. Spins through a check. Rantanen, a pass for Robertson. Sends it behind the net. Johnston. And a shot towards the net front was blocked by Pedersen. And moved ahead here. Bischel will get the puck now. Stars re-enter. Robertson with less than 10 minutes left to go here in the third period. Sagan trying to feed it for Johnston. Stuck along the wall. Stars trying to get within one. And cleared out of the zone. Robertson goes for a change. Here is Bischel. The other way for the Stars. Bischel cutting in. Bischel. And they say that was offside. A latest offside ever. Fans want a penalty. They won't get it. Bork to Hintz. Misses the net completely. Wow. Wide open. Misses it. 9:04 to go. Stars hoping for the miraculous comeback that they desperately need. We're back, everybody. Joining alongside Aaron, I'm Max. 4-2 Canucks here in Dallas. Stars trying to make a comeback here after they were leading 2-0 after the first period. And then Rope hints with this opportunity as Bork stole the puck behind the net. Rope hints was open right in front. And the shot goes well wide. And Rope hints probably slashed his stick, broke his stick, got a new stick after that. That is just... Hintz has not been able to find the back of the net in this early season. Swatted out of the zone. Hronek. Stars are going to need a goal quickly here if they want to get a comeback here, Aaron. Playing it off the wall, Sagan. Hughes holds it in. Hughes, a backhander. Saved to Smith. Covered with 8:33 left to go. So I know you haven't been here the whole game, but the Stars obviously collapse here. I mean, there's nothing else to say, really, right, Aaron?
Yeah, it's never really nice to be up 2-0 in the next moment, down 4-2, late in the third. But what I'm looking at right now, every single game that is currently ongoing in the NHL has just been set to their times being to be determined. So I don't know what that means.
Wow. Interesting. And Bork falls down as the Stars trying to get a comeback here. You know, with 8 minutes left to go. Canucks fans in the chat probably loving this game. Hedo, a one-timer. Fanned on. Besser gets it. Dropping it off. Myers. Blackwell fell down. Here's an open lane. Shoots. Pedersen wide. Out of play. 8:02 to go. So what do you think the Stars need to do here to try to get a comeback?
They have to play just about as aggressively as possible. They have to play exactly the first period. Get 2 goals and put up a goose egg.
They outshot the Canucks by a lot in the first period. I believe 11-6 or 12-6, something like that. And ever since then, they still lead in the shots, but I mean, they haven't led for a little bit here. The tying mark by, I believe, Besser, and then the go-ahead goal by Sassons in the game. And then a giveaway right in front, Garland with a backhander. Nice move. Put it home for a 4-2 lead. Now the Stars are going to have to try to come back here like the Canucks did in that second period. Or else they'll lose their first game of the season to the Canucks after beating Colorado, Winnipeg, and Minnesota. Rantanen will move it ahead. Rope hints to Robertson, who'll dump it back in. Robertson, now Rope hints, trying to get it. Quinn Hughes and Rantanen trying to get it out. He was trying to get it out of the corner. And the Stars are... Oh, nice hit there. Nice shoulder hit by Rantanen. Stars in the line change. Bishop lost the handle. There's 7 minutes left on the clock. There's a tie-up in front of the benches between 2 players. I believe one of the Stars and the Canucks. Icing on Dallas with 7:08 to go. As you can tell, the depression is hitting in my voice right now because I'm a Stars fan.
So interestingly enough, the NHL data provided to me by the Real Sports app has just broke. Half the games still say TBD. Half them are at the correct time.
Wow.
So I really don't know what's happening.
Wow. 7:08 to go. Stars are going to need 2 to tie it after they were leading by 2 after the first period. The last goal by Dallas was Mikko Rantanen. A power play goal in the late stages of the first period. Bischel tied up and lost the puck to Garland. Nice forechecking there by the Canucks with less than 7 minutes to go. Myers moves it. Kane shot wide of the net. Sagan trying to get to the loose puck. Stars crowd urging the Stars to try to get something here, to try to get it out and get some offensive opportunities. Here's Sagan moving it ahead. Tyler Sagan trying to cut in. A little bit interfered with there and no penalty. 6.5 to go in the third. Comes the question, when do you pull the goaltender if the Stars can't get 2 here before they have to pull their goaltender? What time do you think they got to pull their goalie?
If you have to pull the goaltender down 2, you'd have to do it early on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say high 3 minutes, maybe 3.5. And if you're really getting aggressive, maybe 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. DeSmith has allowed 4 goals on 24 shots. Demko's had a very good track record against Dallas, beating Dallas a lot of times. 8 wins against Dallas. And he's doing good here tonight. After allowing 2 in the first, he hasn't allowed 1 since. See if he can just hold on and win it. Or will the Stars disrupt him and surprise him and try to make the comeback of the ages here in the early season. But right now, the Stars do not have any life right now. Here's Carlson moving it ahead. He'll shoot. Stopped by DeSmith. He won't play it with 5:37 left to go in the third period. And now to Aaron's corner because I'm depressed right now.
Is it timeout time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay. All right, let's take it to AAC land. It's Eastern Carolina. Up 31-17 over Tulsa with 2:20 in the third. Only college football game going on currently. Kick it to baseball. The Dodgers lead the NLCS 3-0 after a 3-1 win over the Brewers. Getting 2 in the 6th to hold on to that win. Currently going on the ALCS game 4. Blue Jays lead that one 5-1, trying to tie up the series. A nice performance from Max Scherzer. He went 5 innings, struck out 4, gave up 3 hits, walked 3, and gave up a run. It's the only run Seattle has gotten. Other than that, we're pretty lax. NBA preseason's kicked off well. Second to last day of the preseason. The season starts the 21st, next Tuesday. It'll be Rockets Thunder at 7:30 p.m. And then late night Warriors Lakers. That'll be a good one. In the NFL, Thursday night football, 20-10 Bengals leading the Steelers with 7 to play in the third. Joe Flacco, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, 19 for 29 and 173 passing yards. As compared to Aaron Rodgers, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions, 13 for 19 completion attempts, and 118 passing yards. Next.
We're back, everybody, here in Dallas as the Stars are trying to make a comeback against the Vancouver Canucks with 5:37 left to go here in the third period. 4 straight by Vancouver in the second. The latest goal by Connor Garland in the last minute of the second period, pardon me. And the Stars looking for the comeback of the ages right now here in this third period with 5:37 left. See if the Stars can do it. DeSmith off the face-off made a save there. And the Stars trying to make a comeback. Of course, the Stars would want to do this when I start to commentate them. Steele along the wall. Steele looking. Steele towards the net front. Goes behind the net. Steele again waiting. Steele looking to Heiskanen. Some open room. Heiskanen shoots. Save made by Demko with 5:14 left to go. 27 shots for the Stars. 25 for the Vancouver Canucks. And the Canucks lead 4-2 right now. So, Stars going to need some good shifts here in the offensive zone. Trying to get one home and hopefully try to tie this game as a Stars fan. But if you're a Canucks fan, see if they can hold on here. Stars play on Saturday in St. Louis. The faceoff was 1-2 cleanly, so it comes back out the center. Saturday at 6 p.m. Central. So, earlier than this one. As they'll go back onto the road. And they're going to have some tough teams to face. Blues got dominating their last game 8-3. Remember that. They said that was out of play. Canucks getting their calls, I guess. And the Stars, who have not been in this situation, and then the girl right behind Glenn Gulitz and the coach of the Stars just sums it all. Very depressing experience to watch here, as it was a 2-0 lead, and then now it's a 4-2 deficit. But the Stars have been known for some comebacks in these recent seasons. They have made comebacks, but they've also been on the wrong side of comebacks. Here's Heiskanen across Robertson. Robertson waiting. Robertson shoots one towards the net front. Demko makes the save. Demko's had a track record of being good with the Stars. It would be so funny if it just breaks down here for the Canucks. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. That's a Stars fan. Hopefully it happens. My bias is not hiding anymore. This Stars team pains me sometimes. Ugh, jeez. Any thoughts, Aaron?
Well, I really have no care in the world about either of these teams. But one thing is for sure, Dallas has been known to come back in the oddest situations I've ever seen. Probably not you, though.
I think that shot went off the crossbar Wyatt Johnston. Or right off the mask of Demko. That's twice where he's made a save off his head. Or else that probably goes in and makes it 4-3. Stars looking for the comeback. They've done it before in previous seasons. Can they get that magic to start off this 2025-26 campaign to keep their undefeated streak to 4-0? Heiskanen, the Robertson shot. That deflected wide. Heiskanen, a broken stick on the ice. Harley's shot was blocked. Rebound, Robertson. Where's the puck? It deflected out of play. Oh, my goodness. I have a care in the world for the Stars. And this is frustrating me.
Slowly start to hear Max's soul melting away.
The shot blocked by Pedersen, and then it followed up to Robertson, who I guess shot it wide or deflected off a stick in front. See if the Stars can try to get something here, because I am losing my soul. I'm losing my mind. Please make a comeback, because I want to call that so bad. Rope hands. Rantanen up high. Shot wide of the net. Hit the net if you're trying to make a comeback here, Stars. That's just, wow. Steele down low. Has it. Still. Steele up high. Here's a shot. And where's the puck? It goes into the corner. Steele with 4 minutes left to go here in the third period. Stars looking for the comeback. And Quinn Hughes steals it away. Heiskanen with 4 minutes left to go here in the third period in a game that the Stars led 2-0. Now it's 4-2 Vancouver. Harley down to Rantanen on side. Rantanen leaves it for Steele. Steele waiting. Steele looking behind the net. They gotta get some shots towards the net, fronting some good ones too. Rope hints to Heiskanen. Heiskanen shoots one wide of the net. Rantanen trying to get to the puck behind the net, couldn't. And DeBrusk will clear it down the length of the ice for an icing on Vancouver with 3:35 to go, and there's a time to pull the Smith. No signal just yet by Glenn Gulitson. Do you think it's time to pull him?
I would say if you don't pull now, you'd have to pull on your next offensive possession.
Say again?
If you don't pull then you're just kind of insane.
Here's Robertson along the boards. And he gets squished there, and he tried to feed it for Johnston. Petrovic sends it low into the corner. Robertson's has been tied up with Hronek. So a little bit of hooks and slashes there. Sagan deflects one wide. It was right there. Just barely deflects wide of the net. So close to the time to the 4-3 goal. 3 minutes left to go. Stars are probably gonna have to pull their goalie on this next shift. But they can't clear it, though. Here's a shot from the blue line. Blocked in front. Seems like this is going to be the chance where they have to pull it to Smith. Lindell with 2:50 left to go in the third. Stars have to make a comeback. Lindell taking his sweet time. They don't got much time on the clock. He spent around 10 seconds just holding onto the puck right there. Stars were going for a change. Here's Rantanen. Poked off his stick. Rantanen. Hey, that's a cross check right there to the face. You cannot do that. That's unbelievable. A dirty play there by Myers, and that should be 4. That's unbelievable. That is a dirty play. Very dirty play. There's a biasness if you want it so bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could see it start to slip through the cracks there.
But that's a terrible play. Oh, it was not near the face. It was a cross check to the side. I thought it was near the face. So the Stars get a power play. And they should probably pull their goalie, too, while they're at it. 2:35 to go. Stars in a power play. Empty net at the other end for the Stars. And they look to get 2. They'll need a power play. The Smith's going in net. Wow. I thought they're going to go for the extra guy. They'll see. It depends off this face-off. Crowd is cheering. They want to come back. 1 for 3 on the power play of the Stars. They have 8 shots on it. As Heiskanen now to Robertson. Robertson waiting. Jason Robertson looking. Extra man out there for Dallas. 6-on-4 advantage. As it's an empty net at the other end as the Smith has been pulled. Robertson, Johnston down, and it deflected, and he has to go back down to center ice. Ranton will get it now with 2:15 left on the clock here in the third period. 1:40 left to go on the power play for Dallas. Here's Sagan. Sagan to the net. Back door. Score! Power play goal, and the Stars are within 1. Wyatt Johnston.
That is a beautiful pass. Slots it right over the middle. I don't think the goalie knew where it was.
What a pass by Tyler Sagan to Johnston. And the Stars are within 1 with 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Can they tie it? That's the main question. That's the million-dollar question. 2:08 left on the clock. Stars within 1. They need to tie this game. Oh boy, we got a game. Dismiss out of the net once again. It's an empty net for Dallas. Can the Stars tie it with 2 minutes left to go here in the third period? Here's Johnston carrying it in. Shot wide of the net. Empty net try, and Heiskanen's back. Blocked it away with 1:50 left to go in the third. Stars looking for the comeback here in Dallas at American Airlines Center. Hintz's pass is broken up. That's offside on the Stars with 1:42 left to go. Empty net for Dallas. Oh boy. Wyatt Johnston was carrying it in, and the shot barely missed. Oh, so close. It just skied to the crossbar. Oh, boy. But now the question is, when do you take your timeout? And now they're going to take a timeout. Glenn Gulitson taking his timeout right now to think of a game plan.
Very quick. Okay, my mic's not working. Okay, now it is. That was a very quick answer to your question, when do you take the timeout? But the crossbar has seemed to be a formidable foe of the Stars late this period.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 2 or 3 shots off the crossbar in the last 5 minutes.
Wyatt Johnston was his 4th of the season, a power play goal. Sagan and Robertson with the assists. Stars trying to tie the game up with 1:42 left to go. There's Neil Graham, the new assistant coach for the Stars. They basically had a overhaul in this coaching staff as Pete DeBoer's gone. The crowd is back in it. Look at the bottles. They have the water bottles in the crowd, and they're using them to make noise. Stars need 1 to tie it with 1:42 left to go in the third. Stars crowd is up on their feet. The face-off won by Dallas. DeSmith's going to the bench, and the Stars have an empty net. Miro Heiskanen stretches it up for Robertson. Deflected right off the glass, and Roope Hintz trying to center one to Sagan in front. Stars looking for the tying goal. They try to get it. It's along the boards as Robertson gets it free. Robertson back to the point for Heiskanen. Heiskanen waits. Heiskanen to lane. Goes low. Rantanen. One-timer denied at the side of the cage with 1:15 left to go. Stars have time here. I'm praying. I'm literally praying right now. Oh. On the face-off one.
Pretty big next possession here, and probably another face-off because they're going to take a couple more shots. Another goalie stop.
Oh my goodness, he just missed the empty net. And they called a penalty. What? That's a dive. That's a dive right there. Evander Kane dives to get a call. That's a terrible play. Nah, that's not a penalty. That's a bunch of... Nah. Evander Kane falling. That should not be a penalty call. Oh, that's not a penalty. Oh, you gotta be kidding. That's the weakest thing you'll ever see right there. That is not a penalty.
I can't see it.
They call a penalty. That's ridiculous. They don't call it a goal, though, so the Stars get lucky there, because usually when a penalty happens there in an empty net, it is usually called an empty net goal. So the Stars are kind of lucky there. So the Stars can just get it to the Canucks zone, shorthanded. They're going to have to try and get something quickly, because they're down by 1, and they got to kill a penalty. They won't have enough time to kill a penalty. They just need to get a shorthanded goal. That's the story about it. But I don't agree with the call there by the referees. That is a very bad call by the referees to call a penalty that late. A minute left to go in the period. For the Stars, looking to tie the game. Canucks on the power play, just trying to kill off the time. Some people leaving. The Canucks are going to need an egregious turnover right here. Oh, almost got it. And Garland wasting the time here on the clock with 40 seconds left to go. Canucks just trying to kill off the time here. Shot down and scores into the empty net. I don't know why they pulled the goaltender there and DeSmith. And it's 5-3 Canucks. That's a very dumb decision to pull the goaltender right there. I don't know why they pulled DeSmith right there. Very, very dumb decision. And, well, Quinn Hughes has scored to make it 5-3. That was a very, very dumb decision to pull DeSmith right there. That was one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen. The Stars did not even have possession of the puck. So, a bad call by the referees decides this game right there. That's unbelievable. Canucks are going to win this one 5-3. Don't agree with the call at all. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. That was a dive. And, well, the Stars are going to get their first loss of the season. Bad defense, bad goaltending, and come here to bite. Onside with 10. With 8 seconds, the time ticking off the clock, the Stars going to get their first loss here at home and in the season. Very bad call by the referees. Very bad job in refereeing. And the final score here is 5-3. And, yeah, I didn't agree with that call. Did you agree with that call at the end?
I thought it could go either way. He did kind of look like that stick was a bit high. What was the call?
It was a tripping, I think. I didn't agree with that call.
I see him run into him, and I don't know. I thought it would be more of a high sticking penalty, but that wasn't called. And then he called the tripping. It just looked like a body check.
Mm-hmm. Very bad call by the referee. Decides this game late. 5-3 Vancouver. I think the Stars would have tied this game, but yeah, well, the referees decided to get in the way of everything, and shows here. Unbelievable. Of course, the first game we covered, the Stars, they got to disappoint me. Gotta get used to this again. Hockey's back, everybody. Unbelievable. Stars play on Saturday. You just tell I'm not happy right now. Yeah. I don't know why they pulled the goaltender either, right there. That was very dumb of Glenn Glutzen. That is just, that is unbelievable. Yeah. Thoughts before we go?
Well, Dallas did try. They tried their very best, although limited by a controversial at best call. And then That last face-off, you gotta go for the puck. You can't let them have that and waste the time like that.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So, I mean, this is basically the Stars' fault. They were up 2-0. They could have prevented that, but I guess not. They just pulled that again. So, yeah, a disappointing loss for Dallas here tonight. As they're up 2-0. Allow 4 straight, get one back, and a controversial call, like you said, on that empty net. So, the Stars are now 3-1 in the season. The Canucks are 2-2 now. From Aaron, I'm Max. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on the NHL and MHS. Good night, everybody.